my opinion. You know, like how America is actually built under the... Yeah, I don't know what...
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, listeners. So in the middle of Tyler saying something, Phil decides to find something on his phone that means nothing and has no relevance and says, Tyler, look at this, and gets him off topic and off subject and loses train of thought for nothing. Welcome to the Dank Swamp ReBellion. You're listening to Dank Swamp ReBellion.
I enjoy government functions, like I enjoy getting kicked in the nuggets with a steel-toed boot. But this hotel always serves bacon-wrapped shrimp. That's my number one favorite food, wrapped around my number 3 favorite food. I go to a banquet in honor of those Somali pirates if they serve bacon-wrapped shrimp.
Where we stand on all of this is just leave everybody alone. Don't be all up in other people's business. Let people stay out of your business. Just leave everybody the fuck alone and only be around the people you want to be with. I can tell you right now, okay? We are 3 white guys in this room, and every day we go to work to a business that we have to deal with customers. And on a daily, I can tell you right now, because I'm a real person and I'm just real with people, and I tell them what I can and cannot do. On any day of the week, I would much rather, and this is an honest to God truth, even if I don't believe in God, I don't give a shit.
But this is the truth.
Honest to aliens truth.
Science.
I'd rather talk to black people and deal with them as customers any day. Because white people in general, y'all some uppity motherfuckers.
That privilege is hard.
Yeah, and y'all know who you are, you Karens and Keiths, you son of
Kyles.
a bitch. But the deal is this. Black people, for the most part, you deal with a couple crazy ones every now and then, but for the most part, they reasonable people. And if you all they want is an answer. They don't like all this bullshit running around. White people come in there and tell you your whole life story in fucking 3 hours. It's like black people like, I need this, I want this, I got shit to do, I gotta go. Cool. I got this, I don't have this. They appreciate you for that shit.
Fucking
in
right.
and out.
Yeah, that's what I want too.
They don't want to chill with you.
That's what I want too. And
but white people who are entitled and elitist come to me and they think they have to tell me about themselves because I am supposed to care.
No, that's more of a cultural thing in this area.
It is. That's part of the heritage too. Think about it, man. Like, how many times have you heard someone's life story every day? I hear at least 4 hours of my workday is dedicated to hearing someone's bullshit.
True.
Collectively, right? That I 100% don't give a fuck. But I'm coming from the perspective of the Karen. The Karen has no fucking idea what we are doing.
She's a Karen.
Right.
The Karen has no soul.
She has no clue that you're doing your job the best of your ability that you could fathomably do for her. She is not getting an answer she wants, what she's not used to fucking hearing. Because someone fucking gave her all the fucking life's riches and doesn't have to work for piss. So as soon as you check her shit, of course she's going to be pissed off at you. And you're going to have to give a fuck about it for a little while. That's the worst feeling in the world, by the way.
I'm glad you brought up Karen. Because it just so happens that we talked about zombie COVID Karen on our last show that kept smashing her head into the door of our local pub, Mahoney's.
And licking the handle.
She came into my store today.
Wait, that same zombie Karen?
And she had a complaint.
Oh, boy.
And her complaint was that 4 Indian not feather customers were not wearing masks. And so she came to me, she goes, I have a complaint. I said, yes, ma'am, what can I help you with? She goes, well, those 4 foreign people over there aren't wearing masks. And I'm just wondering if they're trying to be hateful toward Americans. Are they trying to kill Americans? It's the law. You have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So I gave her the spiel about like what my company policy is and all that good stuff like that. And then I told her, I said, and by the way, I just want to school you on something. The governor of your state can't make a law. A mandate? Wipe your ass with a mandate. The minute she walked through the door, I knew exactly who she was. I recognized her from social media.
Yeah.
And of course, she had something to say. Well, of course, she was angry with me because I said that, and she left because she truly believed that our governor, fuckstick dick pig John Bell Edwards, can say, by the way, guys, this is a law. And it becomes a law.
Oh, he could say it all he wants.
Rattlesnake Dre talked about how resilient the coon-ass people are. And so our idiot governor says we're shutting down the bars because no alcohol can be sold for consumption. So all our bars said, okay, no problem. The bar's not open, but the doors are open, 21 and over, and all the alcohol's free with tips. It's not sold for consumption. We're giving it away.
Yeah. There's a way to repaint anything.
Because you can't make a law, John Bell Edwards.
Think about it. Remember all that fake bake used to get sold and they'd rechange the formula every time?
Talk about somebody that I believe with whole heart is feeding money into the local KKK units into this state. Because I've never seen a governor that has tried to hold down a community like he does with ours.
Man, that's really fucked up to think about, man. That sucks.
I'll say that right here that I believe that.
So not only is the whitewashing coming from a place that you're not expecting, because John Bell Edwards, he's like super left, right?
Yeah. He's supposed to be. He surrounds himself by inner city black people when he's on camera as a front. That way you don't know that he's a closet Democrat racist who actually funds companies that are nonprofits that funnels money to the KKK.
You think he's at home balancing his checkbook like
100%?
I'm going to give 70 to Antifa.
Yeah.
And 30 to the KKK.
The thing is this. Within the next 30 minutes of this conspiracy theorist talk that we're talking about, a red bead is going to come through the window to my forehead, and y'all going to have to clean up a fucking mess.
When you're looking up all this stuff and bettering your life and getting a grasp on things, you don't always want to know that someone's watching you while you do it. We'd like to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. So whenever you're looking up fucked up shit on the internet and you're really thinking about looking into something that you shouldn't, make sure you're protected. You don't want everyone else to know your secrets. So if you pop on that VPN and go to town on transvestites making money on the backs of camels, whatever you're into, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But make sure you keep that shit to yourself and you keep it private. Turn on that VPN and let Nord do the rest.
Sponsored by NordVPN.
So let me try to go full circle here. You know how all these like high school prom rejected bitches known as Antifa is always trying to scream and shout at the cops and other opposing protesting groups, calling them fascist.
What is Antifa? What is that?
That is basically a local terrorist group that is trying to bring down the current American political system and replace it with a socialist and or communist, political system. Like let's be real here, folks. Let's be real. People, when you ask them what's the difference between a communist and a socialist, like, let's be real. I'm going to break it down in simple terms for you. A communist is beer, all right? A socialist is light beer. At the end of the day, it's the same fucking thing.
Why are they two different things then?
It's just a way to assimilate the masses to a lesser evil when it's a simple rebranding.
There is a large populace of elitists in the world, and not just in this country, but unfortunately, the sheep that are in those elitist positions in our world power are sheep to the rest of the world because they all can be bought. And with an elitist mindset, they feel like whatever they like, whatever they believe, and whatever they're into, everyone else should be into. Everyone else should love, and everyone else should like. And nobody should have a different opinion than them. And if you don't, and if you can't be brainwashed by their political ideas, it's always hatred toward you. It's always, I can hate them too, but that doesn't mean I have to attack you and beat the fuck out of you until you're almost dead.
Well, you think that just correlates to the low IQ, like the not functioning free thinking person?
I do.
So they scared of what's
because
them.
Why is it that they can rattle off bullshit? You know, I was watching this thing the other day, and the chick's like, "You're racist because you're voting for Donald Trump." It was a white chick telling another white chick this, and the white chick said, "Oh, you voting for Joe Biden? Yeah. Okay, well, you're a fucking pedophile." No. Yes, you are. You can't call me a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
You just called me a racist because I'm voting for Donald Trump. That motherfucker smells kids. You're a goddamn pedophile. You want to be guilty by association? I can play that fucking game too.
You're not voting for Yeezy? Because as soon as you vote for Yeezy, that's a vote for Trump. You know that, right?
I'm voting for the Cash Me Outside girl.
I mean, dude, like... Bruh, like, just think about it a little bit. He's never gonna fucking be president. So you're just giving a vote to Trump when you vote for Yeezy.
Right.
And that's just a fucking stunt.
Not just Yeezy, Kanye too.
Yeah. I think that's the same guy. That's what I mean.
All right. So you mean Kanye West?
Correct.
I thought we were talking about Kanye yeast for a second, but okay.
Kanye yeast infection.
Yeast infection, yeah.
But my point is that if you keep going down the rabbit hole, you're going to start to see a lot of shit's going to connect. And we have...
All of a sudden, a rapper from the 90s becomes a Christian in the 2018s, puts out a rap CD. He's also married to Kim Kardashian. She doesn't really like the Christianity thing. She likes the secular world. All of a sudden, he's a Christian. Chick-fil-A closed on Sunday. He's killing it. And next thing you know... out of the blue, he's wearing a MAGA hat, and this dude is chilling with Trump and running for president. And Trump's like, yeah, cool, this dude's cool. Let him run for president, too. He's going to be awesome.
Great. That's another vote for me.
So you don't think that's like a swing vote in the black community? Come on, people.
That's all that
That's
is.
That's awesome.
Dude,
what a genius. What a G.
I want to clear something up here, too. Because... I don't like Trump at all.
I don't either.
But that is the lesser of two evils.
Right. And it's going to be.
And it's always going to be that.
Again.
Forever.
Forever.
And ever and ever and ever.
I'm never going to say like he was a cool guy and I thought he was awesome and I followed him before and I liked him on The Apprentice. I like the bullshit he says now. I like how much of an asshole he is.
It's fun.
I dig that.
It's fun to watch him. Exactly.
But to say I like him, no. But to say I'm doing better financially.
I fucking rather that shit than what's going to come out of another person.
I told you, give me a better alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to tell you people, y'all fucked up. Bernie Sanders had a chance. The following was real. The anarchists and the bull dyke lesbians in this country have lost the vote because they all say the same thing. We're just not voting now.
It was insurmountable.
Instead of swinging the vote to Joe, now you just lost the vote.
It's all gone. And you know what fucks me up too? I'm gonna clear this up too. You could feel the way you do about Trump and completely hate the dude altogether. You know, this is the worst person in the world. I think he's a fucking racist. I think he's a fucking sexual pervert. I think he's a mental pervert. I think he's a fucking asshole.
A fascist.
Whatever. He's still the president of the United States. So wishing him to do poorly is wishing for you to do poorly.
Yeah, we're U.S.
Once you accept the fact that you, as a person, will never be able to do anything about that, you want to cheer for your own team, right?
Absolutely.
I would imagine most people, even having the cognizant level of like 1% wants to cheer for the home team.
Even though I didn't like Obama for the entire 8 years, I didn't burn a single thing, and I didn't beat anybody's ass, and I didn't take anybody's life. But there were times I liked the guy because he was a cool cat. And I was like, if he wouldn't be the president, I probably want to smoke a blunt with the motherfucker.
Right.
But his policy sucked. And he didn't have good world trade policy or connection. So it's not that he was black, and it's not that he was a closet fag, and it's not that he wasn't cool, because I spoke to people before that told me that the reason why they voted for Obama in the black community is because he was evangelical speaking, and they like that.
That's what they brought up on.
And I like the way he talked. I like the cut of his jib.
Word.
But did he do anything for my pocketbook in 8 years? No, I went broke. He shut down the oil field in my entire area and bankrupted the entire state of Louisiana, while our governor sat back and let him do it.
Yep, he sure fucking did, man. We lost a lot of industry.
All of our dry docks left from Edison West, all our boats that were dry docked. Why? Because the state would not cut him tax cuts because of shit Obama was doing. So, you know, they did? Moved it to the next state over. That would give it to him. And then, so guess what happened to the jobs? Guess what happened to people on the streets here? It got worse. Then Obama bankrupts our entire state by stopping drilling?
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's times that I did like him because he was a cool cat, but he didn't do anything for this country, and people still holding on. Obama's gone. He ain't coming back. No. It's over. Yeah. And you have to understand, was he my president then? Yeah, he was. I didn't have to like the cat either. But you know what? The minute I knew that my vote was going to count against Hillary Clinton, I took my shot.
Yeah. Lesser of two evils yet again. And another piece of that too, man. They gave Louisiana another shot with a tax break for the industry of entertainment. Remember when everything was being filmed in New Orleans? Like everything was filmed in New Orleans,
or in Morgan City, or in Houma, Louisiana, or in Thibodaux, Louisiana, or in Raceland, Louisiana.
For a while, dude. Then, guess what? That shit got cut back. That's the governor.
The governor could not figure out a way to put that money into his own pocket.
Okay, parfait.
What I can tell you is that if you hate something so much, there's a very good chance that you are that close to loving it. There's a very fine line between love and hate.
I don't think so, dude.
I'm just saying.
Can you hate something so much that you love it?
No, you give the same amount of energy to something you hate that you do that you love.
Damn.
So it literally takes a nudge.
But what do you hate? What are you trying to get at? What are you hating?
If KKK hates black people and wants to kill them.
Black people love them back, it will cancel out?
No. But I'm willing to bet if you hate something so much, there's a very good chance that you could be swayed to love it if you just get the right point of view.
I'll pass, dude. I don't want to love the KKK. And the main reason because not only is it run by a bunch of elitists, but it also has a bunch of fucking illiterate rednecks in there.
Well, if you do that, my point's fucking dumb.
And your point is kind of fucking dumb. There you go.
Dude, for a second.
I'm just saying, it takes...
I don't hate them either. Because I don't want to put that much energy into anything.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. If you put that much energy behind something, you care about it. Even if it's hatred, that means you still care. You have an amount of energy and time and effort that you give to this thought process. So if you hate something that much, you're that much closer to loving
it. The one thing that I disagree with is I don't like the fact that small groups of people that are in the public eye, and I'm not just talking about, and this is another thing, when you say things, white people, you elitist fucks that say shit like, I don't care who you are, black, white, yellow, purple. Purple lives matter, motherfucker. What the hell? You ever seen a purple ass person walking around? That's the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard. They always got to throw that fucking oddball purple in there.
Yeah.
That's a dumb fucking thing to say.
First off, it's not
But
purple.
the thing is this, those small groups of people that are acting the ass in public, white and black alike, and Latino, they don't speak for the fucking nation. They don't speak for the populace of people.
Yeah, but that's what the media wants you to believe.
I don't believe it, and I won't believe it, and I don't accept it.
And that's
because
good.
I will not accept that my community is berated to that.
And they want...
And you can't make me.
That's good, though. That means
You
you
can't
have...
make me. You can't tell me that the silent majority doesn't exist to where if it came down to Antifa and Black Lives Matter and whatever other cultish organization, money grubbing, doesn't give a shit about society, marches into my community, that black and white alike is going to stand up for what's right and fight that shit.
Absolutely.
That's what I care about.
Fucking right. That's how it should be.
I don't care about the rest. I care about the safety of my community, and also I care about how wealthy my community is. I don't want to be the only motherfucker on my street with money. I want everybody on my street with money. And where does that start? At the top. Who's running shit? Mm-hmm. If the CEO of a company is not running shit correctly, it trickles down all the way to his employees. So not only is he broke, we're broke.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with the country. If we had less government jobs, more independent contract work, who knows? Maybe some of those illegals would be ushered in to get their citizenship. Maybe those things would all pan out. But the liberal side, the elitist side, doesn't think about that. They never think about what's the repercussions of everything they're doing. Once you burn something down, once you riot, once you do these things, you can't take it back. And it's all a front. And I love the fact that so many people, I love that we have these platforms today. Think about if during Civil War times, if they would have had platforms like YouTube and Facebook. You can disagree with Facebook and what it is all you want, like I do. I don't think it should exist. But think about if it did exist during Civil War times. How different that would have been as far as marketing. And would it have turned into such a bloodbath? They didn't have technology then. Everything, wars are waged online.
I could see it being really useful for the revolution. And, Paul Revere just all
Vietnam.
He just had to
World War II. For instance.
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
But the same coin of that shit is going back to exactly what you were saying. One person that's doing some fucked up, outlandish shit that represents this one group automatically paints that group that color. And that's all you see that group for, is that one person doing fucked up shit. Antifa. You got motherfuckers burning shit down. You got fuckers painting walls, are anarchists, all kind of bullshit. That's only a handful of that group. But you're going to paint that entire organization a fucked up color because a handful of people are doing that type of shit. Now, yeah, absolutely. There's funding that's coming from all corners of that shit to fuck with your mind and get a political agenda out of it. Yes, that's absolutely true. But who isn't at this point?
But I'll do you one better. It's just like on TikTok, they have all these little asshole kids on there. And whenever they catching fish, they either throw the fuck out of them like a football or they punt them back into the water and it kills them. Mm-hmm. All right. And people cry out, millions of fucking people cry out to these assholes on social media saying dumb shit, all these views and crap. I can't believe you that, destroying that fish's life. But that doesn't mean every fisherman's like that.
No.
I go fishing because I like to eat fish. I live off the land.
It's fucked up that dude's killing a piece of meat that you could be using. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, them kids are not in South Louisiana.
Fuck no.
Because your daddy would have busted your fucking ass for being online doing stupid shit like that.
Absolutely.
You don't waste nothing like that. If you ain't gonna, let me tell you something. There's tiny fish I clean sometimes because it gets hooked in the gill set of that fish, and I know it's bleeding out, it's gonna die because it's the right thing to do. I'm not gonna wait. I'm either gonna do one or two things. I'm either gonna eat it or I'm gonna use it for bait next time.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. It's the same principle, no matter what it is. Just because you got a dude that's one asshole online and he's the world champion air guitarist and he's a fucking retard doesn't mean other air guitarists aren't legit.
Thank you for listening to Dank Swamp ReBellion. Check us out on dsrtalks.com.